Good morning or afternoon, or whenever you're watching this. I hope you're doing well. If you're watching this, chances are you're playing Starlight ReVolver. Really fun game, great. If you haven't, it's a roguelite co-op experience. It is really fun. You can play solo, but that is not the intended thing to do. But you can play solo. There is currently 3 playable characters as of right now, but there's a 4th in production for when the game actually releases. That is going to be released. He's a mage. For now, we have the 3. We have support Ren. We have Bruiser Effie, and we have Kira, who is your backline range damage with guns. Now, when you go into the game, it says dive, but you're not diving yet. You go into this place called Nim. Nim is your social hub to interact with other people. You can do a few other things before going into your runs in Somi, which is the dungeon. First off, if you press tab, you can look here and you can see that there's trinkets. I have resources to craft these, you won't, but you can look at these and see what you can equip or what you would want to equip, as these trinkets will change how you start out in Nim. You might want different trinkets for different characters. Kira, she definitely wants a lot of damage if you're going damage Kira. You have to get these items. There's 2 ways to get these items. The main way is to get resources here in Somi. And the other way is to do fishing, which is often down here by the docks. There's also 2 fishing locations here. More fishing locations are going to be added in the future. You have to do a little bit of both to get all trinkets. Some trinkets will require only stuff in Somi, and then some trinkets will require both Somi resources and fishing resources. There's other side things to do, like there's Suiko here. It's broken for me right now, but it's Suiko. It's like called Bun Bun, I forget what's called, but it's Bun Bun something. It is fun. I play that more than actual fishing. How do you equip these trinkets when you do craft them here, though? You go into your gear, you go into Somni, because this is your Somni gear, and trinkets are 3 to 5, so 3, 4, 5. And you can change them here to whatever you want to change them to. Nim here, this is just changing her cosmetics. It just really changes your looks if you have any cosmetics. Now, to actually dive, you just go up to here. I would recommend you have party fill off, though I, for the purposes of this video, did a lot of solo runs. So yeah, this is where you dive. You'd go into here, and you go into the place called Slipstream. It says Sacred Sky, but that's a remnant of when they've only had Sacred Sky, which is the name of the first biome. But yeah, we're going to go into here, into Slipstream. There's the transformation, it's beautiful. Each character has their own transformation. And yeah, here's the Slipstream. So here's the first biome. And then here's going to be more biomes in the future, but only 1 biome has been made so far. Of course, there are 7 different rooms. 5 of them, you have to clear out a bunch of enemies, and then you'll get your reward. 2 of them, you can go in, do your business, and leave. You can choose between 3 different rooms. However, the first room will always be the same. This is the power room. The power room lets you choose an ability on your Q, E, F, and right mouse button keys. If you can only have up to 4. If you have more than 4, you can go into a 5th one and overwrite one of your abilities. If you overwrite and you have less than lesson 4, it will just move the ability you overwrote to one of the unused keys. Right now, these are not rebindable, but they will be. Something I also forgot and neglected to mention. Do not forget to take your ability when you've earned it. I've seen a lot of people run past this robot to go to the next room, not realizing that there's a robot to take something from. Go to this robot and get your thing, or you won't get it at all. You won't get it retroactively, so don't forget to get your ability that you've earned. You of course have magical damage and physical damage abilities. These will scale off of your stats that you choose, which you can go into the charm room to increase these stats when you want to scale your abilities. The charm room can let you choose between 3 different charms. These will up your stats, which you can have mana stat increased, your health increased. You can even have your CDR increased, so you can reduce your skill downtime, or decrease your skill downtime. And then you can, of course, up your crit damage, your magical damage, and your physical damage. Again, your abilities scale off of one of those 2, or you can get mixed damaged abilities which scale off both. When you go into a charm room, you get to choose between these 3 different charms, or you can reroll if you have a reroll token. You might run out of reroll tokens. You can get more. With your abilities, you can also upgrade them going to the kendama room. This is a hammer. It looks like a hammer. You can hammer. The kendama room, when you clear it, you can go to the end and you can spend kodama to then upgrade your abilities at increments of 10 kendama, 20, 40, and then 80 to level them to a max of 5. Level 5 abilities. Of course, there are 2 other rooms that you have to clear for a reward, which is Somnite, which is your dungeon currency. It is different from Loom, which is your overworld currency. Your dungeon currency will not carry over and will not go to new runs. They will stay in this run only. Your Crystal Plume is what is used to revive teammates to full HP. If you're solo, it will auto-use, and you'll revive to full. And if you're solo and you run out of plumes and you die, the run ends. With teammates, that is a little different. It will revive them to full if you go up to a teammate's little death bubble, which when they die, they'll turn into a little bubble. You can go up, press R, and it will revive them. If you do not have any plumes, you can still revive them by doing damage to their bubble. It takes a lot of damage. Usually it's a lot of burst damage that will pop these bubbles, but they will only revive to like about 10% or even less health. So not having a plume and reviving someone is really rough for the person being revived. The last 2 rooms you don't have to fight. These are the shopkeep room where you use your Somnite, and the restoration room. The restoration room, you just heal, you get your energy back, you're out, it's quick, it's fine. You could use these just to skip rooms that are problematic for, let's say, a speed run. Or you just need health. A lot of times you just use it for health. The game is very casual. There is the shopkeep room, which you can go in, use your Somnite, you can buy charms, you can buy kendama, you can buy reroll tokens. It is a very useful room if you have the Somnite, which you might not always have the Somnite. So yeah, make sure you have Somnite before you go into them. Something to also note is when you go into a room, there is a ravenous room, which has little teeth to indicate it's a ravenous room. I don't know what's actually called. I'm just calling them ravenous rooms. And then you have a boss room. It is a mini boss. It is not the dungeon boss, but you fight this mini boss that has a lot of health, and it will change up the room that would normally be into just this little small map where you fight this mini boss. These will net you more resources that you get at the end of it. They are typically harder, though they're not always harder in the case of mini bosses. Depending on what room you're on, at least, of course. It is also worth noting that in your shopkeep and in your shrines, your restoration shrines, there's going to be a yellow creature. These also happen in the beginning of many rooms. It won't be every single room that this creature will spawn. What does he do? He will give you energy if you hit him and kill him. Killing him will get you a lot, but hitting him will periodically give you energy. What does energy do? It is it's your timer, pretty much. If you run out, you'll rapidly start taking damage. If you're doing well on energy, you can gamble it away for Salmonite and Kadama. Be careful, as if you run out, it can cause you to lose. Only do it if you're comfortable with not going too low, or if you know you're gonna get more, or etc. That is mostly what I wanted to say. I probably missed like a lot of things, but that is just like the general outline of the game. It's very fun, and I hope you can enjoy playing it. For now, just enjoy the run I used to record all of this. I kind of failed at the end. I don't really say anything throughout it. It's just me generally playing the game. So yeah, have fun watching that, and have a good night or day or year or whatever life, you know?
Aya, wait for me.
it.